going to Florida. We're going to Florida. We're going to Florida. Boom shakalaka laka. Boom shakalaka laka. We're going to Florida. We're going to Florida. Boom shakalaka laka. Boom shakalaka laka.
Oh, hey, I am Orlando, and I am here in the hot tub of love. This July sun is baking down on my man boobs. They've been chafing now for days. I've had little Timmy applying vast quantities of lard under them to ease me into the hot tub. He has got very little deformed hands that get into all the nooks and crannies. Anyway, joining Lord Luke on this show and Craig David is Simon Le Bon, we shall call him. He, formerly of this parish, he has now come back after his prison sentence has been served. He too likes hot tubs of love. Over to you in the studio.
Oh, hello. Hello
Okay.
again.
What's he on about?
Oh,
Has he been doing mushrooms again in the car park of
No.
the Super Six? Is that a
No,
thing?
that's literally no. That's just a normal day. You've actually caught him on a bad day.
It's weird, isn't it?
You don't want to see a good day.
I mean, Simon.
I've got no words. just got no words. You know what I mean? He
what
tried
was
to
Orlando like when you were here?
We tried to take over. He tried to take over my life, and I managed to get away for a few. Well, 12
months.
So
you were a prisoner.
Yeah, I managed to break away, but he's reeled me back in again.
You had to chew your own leg off to break away.
Yeah, I've only got one leg now.
Wow.
Well, someone's going to be legless.
This got dark quick. He's a beast, isn't he?
That happens. That happens far too often.
But we thought we'd lost little Timmy, hadn't we? And he come back to us through the time travel.
We still haven't really fathomed what happened to him, where he went. And
well, he died, didn't he, in COVID?
But did he actually die? Have we?
Has he done a Kenny?
Yeah, effectively, yeah. I think there was some weird stuff going on with Orlando, saying he died to claim some extra benefits through the death.
So you're saying the time machine
so now Orlando's is a benefit fraud?
As well as many other things.
You know, if DeSantis hears that, mate, Orlando
do not buy Orlando's travel insurance.
Yeah.
Don't.
It's not worth a carrot. So why we've brought you on, Simon, anyway, what are you drinking first and foremost? I've got a bottle of filtered wife beater.
Yeah, I've just got the cheap version of Aldi's cider at the moment.
Oh.
And
what's
I've
that
got
like?
A bottle of Prosecco again.
It's actually, it just tastes like a regular cider, like Bulmers and Magners, just in a can.
It all comes out the same hole.
Exactly.
Yeah, well,
after the first one, you can't taste the fucking difference.
No, problem I've got, I can't. I've been having a few issues with drinking beer, so
bit gassy.
Yeah, and I get sniffles the next day and sneezing.
Oh,
so
possibly
a barley allergy or something.
Oh,
yeah, that's exactly why I do not drink beer. I have a gluten intolerance.
It's not gluten. Oh, fingers crossed. But
okay,
I'm all right with everything else. I'm all right with the pastas and breads and that. It's just
lucky
for some reason beer.
This soft get drinks Prosecco and gin now.
That's not posh. That's actually more posh than soft.
Well, yeah, he is posh. He's from south of the wall, Simon.
So it's a G and P, not a G and T.
Yeah, he is known to have mixed both.
Gin and Prosecco.
Right, it's not in the same glass. Jesus. Did you see my fucking brain going? G and P. What?
Why not? Try it.
Oh.
You never know.
Okay,
has he got any?
Yeah, hang on. Bear with.
He's going. He's actually going. What have I started?
He's only gone and done it. Take a bow,
Oh.
son. Take a bow.
If I've just invented his new now in favourite drink, you can blame me for everything.
Right, we've got blackberry and raspberry bramble gin.
Oh yeah.
Hang on, let me
This will be nice.
Hang on, let me pour a whole glass of prosecco.
I think it probably will be that.
Oh,
Actually.
shit.
I personally don't like gin. I don't like the taste of it. Even a
Oh.
fruity
What,
one.
even a fruity one?
Yeah.
Even a fruity
yeah.
number? Ooh,
Yeah, I don't like anything fruity. I like mine straight and hard.
So you wouldn't like a fruity cider either?
My babes used to love things
I
inside.
can manage one. If someone buys it for me.
I've just spilt prosecco everywhere. Don't worry. Right, I'll have a generous helping of gin in there. Ooh.
Oh, that looks
Oh,
nice.
there we go.
That's rank. Oh, there you go. Bottoms up.
That's boozy. Woo!
We'll have to call that. That's a Morlando cocktail invented by
that's
Simon Isbell.
Prosecco, blackberry, and raspberry bramble gin.
Yeah, maybe just have a single shot of gin next
Yeah,
time.
that was quite a pour, wasn't it?
Not a big boop.
Yeah, that was potentially
If you've seen
double.
that guy over on Facebook and YouTube, you know what I'm on about.
Right, so Simon, anyway, we brought you on to talk about your first, your last, and your next trip to Orlando.
Yeah.
So we'll start right at the beginning. I know it might be a bit sketchy with time and all that.
I can remember all the time because it's you never forget your first time.
Quite, lad.
It was back in good old 2008.
Oh, right. All right. Yeah.
I think I mentioned it on previous episodes on this if you go back in the feed, but it was the missus booked a holiday 2 years before and it was too expensive. So I decided to do the holidays later and I got us to Orlando in September for 2 weeks with a car, flights with Thomas Cook, staying at the Travel Lodge American Way. If you know where that area is. It's behind the Sheraton at Point. And it was £1,100 for 2 of us.
Oh, fucking hell.
Jesus. I'm just looking at the exchange rate for 2008. Have a guess.
About 1.70 something.
2.5.
Jeez.
Wow.
2.507.
Oh, what I wouldn't give for that now.
Jesus
I don't
Christ,
remember it being that high. But jeez.
I'm literally budgeting $6,000 for this summer.
Wow.
And I'll get $6,010 or something in the exchange rate.
Nah, you get about 7.5. You'll get it's 1.25 at the moment, isn't it? But yeah, I got the whole lot. Flights, which I do remember the flight being a full 9.5 hours going.
Sorry,
a lot faster now.
Maybe I missed that. How much was it?
£1,100 for 2 of us.
Was that flights as well?
Flights, hotel,
Jesus
and car
Christ! I thought that was only the hotel.
No, that's the flights, hotel, the whole lot.
Wow.
After the flight, we got to check in for the car, and I managed to get a double upgrade for $90 for the 2 weeks. Got from a standard car up to a Chrysler 300, I think it was.
Nice.
So the cheap version of a Bentley.
Yeah.
A cheap version of a Bentley for an extra £90.
So yeah, and that was the first year. We did. We tried to do everything as you always try and do on your first holiday.
Yeah.
We did Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens. We did the whole lot. The one thing I do remember, the first day we got there, because we had to go and collect our tickets from Universal, we walked from American Way to Universal. And if you know where American Way is, it's near the Denny's at the top of International Drive.
Yeah,
that's a good reference. Or the golf, the Gator Golf, is behind that. And we walked all the way around, all the way down Universal Boulevard, over the I-4, all the way to Universal, and all the way back. I was fine. Julie did it in the flip-flops.
Oh, poor Julie.
Oh, no.
And that was the first day we got there.
So. What was left of her feet?
I don't know. I think it's still on City Walk somewhere.
The flip-flop, the ghost of the flip-flop still walks I Drive now.
Yeah.
Every September.
Yeah, I think we actually did everything. We did all the 4 Disney parks, the 2 Universal parks.
Did you book the tickets prior to going, or?
Yeah, I think I actually booked them with. Let me think. I think it was Florida Tix at the time. I think it might have been.
Okay.
And I think I remember correctly, I think the whole price was about £600
Wouldn't
for
be
two.
far off, yeah.
Jesus.
You know, it's like you look at it, you think, what? Nah, it can't have been. But then when you look back, it probably was.
Yeah, it
'cause I
probably
think it was
was.
about,
Yeah.
it was probably about 100. I think about 150 for the Disney ticket. For Universal, I think it was about 250, 210 for the Disney. And the SeaWorld's was $100 or something like that. And yeah, it was
SeaWorld chucks in for free.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolute bargain.
You have to pick a dolphin.
Yeah.
Did you do much planning prior to booking it
Yeah,
/ coming out?
yeah, we went on
Were
to
you
I
following
think
that whole Disney Orlando scene?
we didn't really do much research that way. I did to go and do one of them planners on the I don't know if the website's still going, the Dib.
The dib,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Website still, Kerry's on it
Yeah,
daily.
well, went on
still.
there and did all the planning. Luke looks like he's dying for that drink.
It's strong. I've topped it with Prosecco and it's still strong.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember doing the plan, and we had a plan for 2 weeks. We never stuck to it because we put 14 days of doing everything, no rest days, and after 4 days, we were like, yeah, we need a day off.
Yeah, absolutely best laid plans,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where everyone's first trip.
But
That's
we did
exactly what
we did the
everyone
lot.
does.
We tried to book our hotel at the. I think was Fast Pass a thing? No, it wasn't. Fast Pass was the ticket.
No,
Fast Pass
it
where you
was
had to go
the,
get it.
the paper.
Yeah,
fast pass-
paper ones.
fast pass.
So I think that year we managed to get everything we wanted to do without any hassle.
Yeah, I
And
can
yeah,
imagine
it
you
was,
did. Imagine it was all a walk on
yeah. Well,
compared to now.
the main thing that with that holiday I also do remember very vividly is they went to a welcome meeting. Do you remember them when you used to have welcome reps?
Yeah, in the hotel like bar.
No,
or
I wasn't.
lobby
Ours wasn't in the hotel. It was actually
Oh.
in the now defunct mall near the.
It wasn't. They weren't trying to sell you timeshare as well, were they?
No,
Right.
that was 27. That was 2010. Don't worry about it. It was, where was it? I think it was a Festival Bay Mall, top of International Drive. I don't think it's there anymore.
The name rings a bell. Yeah, yeah.
Is that
we
where
went
the
to
cinema was back in the day?
I can't remember. I just know that I got a welcome pack when I got to pick the car up, and it says, "Please meet here at 9:30 in the morning for your welcome meeting."
Shoot, yeah.
And we went to it because obviously we didn't know anything about Florida or Universal or anything. And it happened to be they were doing a presentation from Universal about Halloween Horror Nights.
Nice.
I think it was one of the executives. I don't think it was Mike Aiello, but it was someone up high who
Wow,
came
you
to
won't
this
get that
meeting.
now, would you? Jesus,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
For like 20
I remember
people.
it being, it says, oh, if you pay for one night of, I think it was $39, pay an extra $10 for $49, you can get the rest of your event. I'm like, yeah, well, we weren't really into our horror stuff then. So we thought, yeah, we bought it, we tried it, and then look at me now.
Yeah,
Never
rest
looked
is
back.
history.
I've been back 2010, 2011, 2012, 2014, 15, 16. So, yeah.
Fantastic. What a chance, because them meetings you can easily just go, nah, whatever. I'm in Florida. I'm going to Denny's or I'm going to Ponderosa for me brekkie. Fuck it.
Yeah, well, I think it mainly was because I didn't really do that much preparation involved. You know what I mean? I didn't really look at anything beforehand.
Well, we didn't plan anything in 2001. I can remember us getting a book, like one of them little Orlando books, basically. Yeah. And in 2009, when we went with Nanny and Grandad and Coffin Karen and Lord Fauntleroy, again, it was like getting up in the morning in the villa, yourluxuryvilla.com, Morag, and saying, like, what are we doing SeaWorld today? Oh, no, I don't fancy that. Can we go and do Islands of Adventure instead? Oh, yeah, go ahead, then we'll do that. Very, very different holiday to what it's become, the juggernaut that it is now.
Definitely.
So, apart from like that being historically your first experience of Halloween Horror Nights, is there anything else from that first trip before we move on that jumps out at you?
Yeah, don't drive to Miami and back in the same day.
Was that to go down to Miami?
Yeah. Well, what it was, we met a couple from Stoke over there, and they were traveling all over the US, and they were using the Amtrak to get everywhere.
Wow.
They were staying in the same hotel as us, and it was actually her birthday while we were there.
You stayed in touch?
On Facebook, yeah, we still talk now and then,
nice.
But we've not seen each other since then. But we It was her birthday, and we decided we met up with them. We had their birthday with the guy from behind the bar. He came to the birthday as well from the hotel.
Brilliant.
And I think it was about 2:30 in the morning. He says, "Oh, we're going to Miami in 3 days because we're going on our next leg." I says, "Oh, don't worry, I'll drive you down. Save you going on the train." Not realizing it's that far. So next morning, didn't think everything of it. And then we agreed, we'll go down. So we set off about 7:30 in the morning. It took like 4.5 hours to get down
Oh my God.
there. They were staying on, I think it was 6th Avenue, 6th or 7th Avenue in a hostel right on South Beach. So I walked on South Beach for an hour. Paid, I think it was like $7 to park there for like 25, nearly an hour or something, and then got back in the car and drove back.
Wow.
Everyone's in chapless pants and the Blue Oyster music's playing.
Yeah, well, it did look like that kind of hostel when they turned up. So I
Wow.
just dropped them off, and then then they were on the final leg heading back to Los Angeles a few weeks later. So that's
quite a
one
cool
thing I
trip.
would say not to do. Definitely don't try and drive in one day. You could do it in a day now with the trains. It's only 2 hours on a train now, 2.5.
Yeah,
You're
I think
right,
I'd do. I'd like to do it at one point, but I'd like to do it as part of the holiday. You'll go down there for 3 days, 4 days, whatever.
Well, it's one of those when you look at it on the map, you think, oh yeah, it's only just down there, but then you don't realise it. They're just very straight, boring roads, and
Well, that's literally Liverpool to Glasgow's like 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Yeah, fucking hell.
yeah,
That's a
it was a long drive.
old drive. Yeah, I'm there and back in one day.
It's from me to Cornwall-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, not my favourite moment of the week holiday, but
you'll never forget it.
No, I never forget it. And also, it does give you quite good experience on driving in the US.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, what an experience driving is. It's like the year me and Stuart went to Disney Springs to pick tickets up and stuff. We'd done the alligator spotting, and then we were driving back to, I think we were on Universal that year, and the sat nav, I took the wrong turn. The sat nav was telling me what way to go. I went onto the road, whatever it was, and it was the fucking toll road, and it went like Cabana Bay is now 200 miles away. Because there was nowhere to turn off, and we just looked at each other, and we got about 7 miles in, and there was a service station which is in the middle of the road. We were able to drive on that and off the other side and back, and she just let us off on the toll. But terrifying, like.
Yeah.
Okay then. So what was your last holiday then, Simon?
Last holiday was last September.
Boom.
Nice.
Was it last September? Yeah, it was September. 2 weeks. 2 weeks? I honestly can't remember. Yeah, it was 2 weeks. Stayed off site for most of it, I think. I really can't remember now.
Damn some good mushrooms.
We did prep him, right?
Yeah.
Where did you stay off?
I stayed at I'm just trying to figure it out now. The Hilton, is it Hilton Vacation Suites at SeaWorld for the first week?
Oh, so you moved around a bit then?
Yeah, well, like I said, in 2010, I bought a timeshare over there anyway.
Right.
I stayed in I can't remember, my brains. I've got the videos out there, just not actually edited them together yet. But it was Hilton Vacation Suites at SeaWorld. Or
Hilton Grand Vacation Club SeaWorld Orlando.
That's the one.
That was straight off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's literally right opposite.
Gin. Yeah, but he knows what
he's literally right opposite the car park for SeaWorld.
Wow.
And we used that because we went to Howell Scream.
Is that part of the vacation club stuff, or?
No, we just did the Howell Scream separate.
Right, okay.
It was like $100 for the 2 week ticket.
No, sorry, I meant the Hilton. Was that part of the vacation?
It's part of my vacation. It's part of my timeshare that I've got.
Yeah,
what it is, my timeshare that I bought was with Wyndham Bonnet Creek. That's on Disney property, but not Disney run.
Yeah.
I bought it there, but I've got residency at Fort Lauderdale. is where my actual timeshare is.
Nice.
But I've got residency at Bonnet Creek, but you can use them anywhere. You can use your points anywhere. It's a bit like DVC,
Bit like
but a hell of a lot cheaper.
I can well imagine that. Yeah, God.
I think for the week it would have cost me about £2,500 for the 2-bedroomed apartment that we had. It just cost me 120,000 points, which is enough for 2 weeks every 2 years. So, because I had to use them up. Plus, I had some bonus points as well, so I used them up as well.
So, has your timeshare paid for itself basically in the 10 years, 12 years?
It definitely has, because I've stayed at the ones further down International Drive, the Hilton, as well. Stayed at that one at SeaWorld. I've stayed at Bonnet Creek 3 times. I've used it in Ibiza, Mallorca.
Nice.
How long ago did you buy this?
2010.
Okay.
The whole story was I was staying at the Rosen Inn on International Drive. Went to the do you want to get some cheap tickets thing? And it was going to give us Legoland tickets for like for free. So we just went to the meeting, did all that. They always give you the hard sell. And I said, look, we can't afford it. We're walking away. And they came back and says, oh, can you afford this? $125,000 for like 400,000 points. I went, have you seen what I'm wearing? You know what I mean? I'm wearing Primark clothes.
You're talking to the
wrong person. So after a bit of back and forth, they eventually came back with so this is our final offer, $25,000.
That's quite a drop.
I says, I still can't afford that. So that's when they moved it wherever they did to, and in the end, it cost me $12,250 with all the fees, which was about £8,000. £8,000 at the time. But it took about 3 hours to sort the contracts out because they actually sign you up for a mortgage and they give you deeds. So it took. You had to have a solicitor there, and you had to pay the realtor and all this stuff.
Just open the wardrobe, a solicitor comes out.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah,
but it worked out. I've got enough for 2 weeks every 2 years, or a week every year if I wanted to. And they're in 4 or 5-star apartments.
For how many more years?
The contract is 2065, I think.
Wow. Okay.
It was a big contract.
Wow. I'm going to say so. Yeah.
And it's about, with the exchange rate at the moment, I am paying around about £55 a month. So I call it £600 a year, it's £1,200. But when you're paying £3,500 for a hotel,
definitely.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And obviously, I've used it that many times now; it's already paid for itself. So this money I'm paying out now is my accommodation for the next 2 weeks. So.
And you compare that to me, like nearly buying Polynesian in 2017 for $17,000, and I kick myself now the way DVC's gone. I do absolutely kick myself.
Well, hindsight's fucking marvelous, isn't it?
What can you do? What can you do?
Yeah, I do remember now. It's all starting to flow back into me.
And when
the second week, we stayed back at Aventura.
Aventura. Yeah, we've stayed there with you.
Yeah, I like the Aventura. I like the 2-bedroomed. The 2 queen suites at the top. They're lovely little rooms then. So yeah.
I think I remember being a little bit underwhelmed by Aventura when I was there. But thinking back through it, we went up to the nightclub on the wrong night.
Yeah. I think what it is with Aventura, it was billed as this all brand new, super futuristic, robotic things, and it's not. It's just clean, sleek, and modern. That's it.
I'd happily stay there today.
And it's fantastic for couples. It's not good for families, really.
Yeah.
But it's great for couples, elderly couples, young, anyone. But I won't say it's any good for families. Might as well just go over the road and go to Cabana Bay.
I remember with Phil Carpenter, I had a bucket of beer outside by the pool. That area was a nice area. We had bevies back in the bar, which was a small area but enough.
Yeah.
And then
the lobby bar can fit about 10 people in it, 10, 12 people. It's nice. It's nice and relaxed and quiet.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I found the food a lot more enjoyable than Universal, especially last year.
Yeah.
The food in the hotel
absolutely stunning food court.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'd highly recommend it to anybody thinking about who wants a quieter trip than
Yeah,
Cabana
definitely.
Bay.
Yeah. This was I had a car for the first week because I had free parking. But then when I moved to Aventura, I sent the car back.
Yeah.
I dropped it off at, I used the Avis at SeaWorld. So I
Okay.
booked it to pick it up from there. So I got an Uber from, where we got picked up from the airport to then got the car and took it
Oh,
back.
so
And
you
it's so much easier.
well, there's a lot of drama, isn't there? With you've got people going to that other airport now, haven't you, to pick cars up? The TUI airport.
Yeah,
Oh,
Melbourne
what's it called?
Airport
Yeah,
is
that's the one.
you really need it for the Melbourne because it is a long. You might as well stay at Kennedy Space Centre. It's that bloody close.
Is it?
But yeah, it's right over that way.
Wow.
So
Was there anything from last year that stood out for you? I mean, do you and Julie have like an international drive restaurant that you always go to? Your favourite place, or is it on property your favourite place?
I would say my favourite place especially during 2020 because we went twice. We went in February and September. Was Miller's Ale
Yeah.
House.
Yeah.
It was cheap, it was reasonable. The service was pretty good. Drinks were more than adequate, especially when you got the 6.9%.
Oh yeah.
But
It's
if we're going to do off-site, I'll do one off-site and one on-site. Off-site
What?
is obviously Miller's. I wanted to try the Ford garage, but I forgot about it, and then I took the car back, and it was too far to get an Uber. It was like $35 in an Uber, and I weren't paying
What's
that.
the Ford garage?
It's a Ford garage. It's got all Ford cars in it,
Oh.
and they do food and stuff.
Oh, cool.
So it's near Margaritaville, down
Yep.
that end. So it's a bit too far to travel if just for two of us. If there was about 4 or 5 of us in an Uber, you could split the
worth it.
cost, couldn't you? But on site, I'm going to have to go back to NBC Sports Grill and Brew.
I've had lovely times there.
It wasn't just the time we all met as well. We went in there. I got a flight because you never know what you want to drink. So I got a flight of drinks, and then Julie said, "Oh, go on, I'll have one as well." She had a flight of ciders. I didn't even realize they did a flight of ciders, but they do. So she got a flight, I got a flight, and we got a pretzel. And 2.5 hours later, 3 pints later, stumbling back to Aventura.
I've got boss stories in that place. I mean, me and Stuart are walking past to Early Park Admission in the dark, and they're putting the lettering on with a crane. So we were literally there as the letters were going on. I think that holiday is the one where we record the audio in there and we're talking shite, talking with the barmaid. Then we do the year we do the meetup before the meetup when I was there in the August 2019. That's when me and my brother-in-laws bunked out with only paying for the first round.
Nice.
Yeah. There was a year with me and Stuart where we were on the Simon always remembers it. The swamp.
You got the swamp ale, and you had a few drinks, but then realised you should have been going to Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah,
the ticket was wrong,
and blamed everybody. Me and Stuart went to bed on the Friday night, pissed, 7 o'clock when we should have been in Halloween Horror Nights, and then when we went on the Saturday night, it was all very amicable and they were amazing. Look, when you think about it, customer service wise, my cock up. But they give us a complimentary ticket with complimentary express for that night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you can't beat the customer service for Universal.
Which Disney would have just tilted the head sideways and said they sympathise with you.
Your fault.
Yeah. Should have read your terms and conditions, you idiot.
Yeah, exactly. And then obviously that's where we had the Diz After Dark meetup, or the Universal After Dark meetup. And again, being so nervous going to meet all you guys. Stuart just poured me like half a pint of vodka in the room, and the rest is history.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Nothing really stood out with that holiday because I think because I went in February as well, earlier that year for a week. It kind of dampened the September one. Because going twice in a year did
Yeah,
feel like a bit too much.
it's weird. I mean, especially
Mm.
going August and then September, like I've done in the past.
Yeah, but
Um,
there's a difference with that. You go for the weekend in September, don't you? So it's not like you're
Yeah,
there for a good 2 weeks. I was there for a full 10 days. Sorry, 7 days in February, and we were on site at Universal at Mardi
yeah,
Gras, and it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed that holiday because it was nice. It was around about 18, 20 degrees. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't too cold. It was lovely weather. Crowds were small, and just really enjoyed everything we did at Universal.
yeah.
And then get back in September, and it was hot, sticky, thunderstorms, raining. It's the wettest September I've ever been to over the years. We made the most of it, but bit of a damper on that one,
Yeah.
to be fair, because I think we spoiled ourselves in February.
Yeah,
Well then.
that's quite two different seasons, that isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's next, Simon? What have you got booked next year? Or
Well, the only thing I've got booked at the moment is I have got 2 weeks booked at Sapphire Falls
oh,
in
Nice.
October, November next year.
Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah, so I'm taking a gamble on Halloween Horror Nights running for the week leading
Over.
up to
Yeah.
because Halloween's on a Thursday next
Right.
year.
Okay.
So you're thinking it'll run over that weekend?
I'm thinking they're going to do Wednesday, Thursday anyway.
Yeah.
Are they going to do the Friday and Saturday? Which they're going to do.
Good
We know.
shout. Yeah.
So I took a gamble. So I'm going on the Monday to Monday. I think it's Monday the 28th to, I think it's the 11th or 12th of November. So I'm hoping to get you Halloween Horror Nights and a little bit of Christmas. Just a little bit. Just
a tip of Christmas.
Well, there'll definitely be some Christmas at Hollywood Studio, Islands of Adventure, because they'll already do Zeus Landing up and the Wizarding World. So
will you bother with Mickey's Very Merry Halloween Christmas Halloween Party?
I don't think we will, probably, because one, what is it? Milk? Is it hot chocolate cookies and that, but Julie's lactose intolerant, so she can't have the hot chocolate. So what's the point?
They'll have an alternative.
Yeah, but
it'll taste like shit.
Yeah, well, she's got she's on a potato one at the moment. A potato
what now?
Milk. So
yeah,
your face says it all, mate.
That's a new one. Yeah.
It was a mum. My mum put it onto her.
How do you milk a potato?
Oh, you just you squeeze the eyes. I don't know.
You must have little tiny boobies. I'm gonna ask for the boobies to be left on at K-Towns on Saturday night.
So there's nothing actually been booked except for the hotel. But tell that there was one thing that did stand out in September last year.
Yeah.
The flight.
Good
Premium economy going.
Yeah.
And upper class coming back.
Get on you. How did you wangle that?
Live.
Well, here's the full story. This goes back to 2019.
Yeah.
I booked us 2020 when COVID kicked in.
COVID malarkey.
Everyone was expecting everything to open up by September because we said, it's only going to be 2 weeks. Don't worry about it. It's all going to be 2 weeks. Then it got to 3 weeks. Then it got to 4 weeks. And then I saw the prices coming ridiculously down with Virgin. And I managed to book us, I think it was £1,600 for two of us, premium going and premium coming back. So it was £800 each for premium. I thought, right, I'm booking it.
Wow.
If it gets cancelled, it gets cancelled, whatever.
Yeah.
And lo and behold,
safe,
it got cancelled. Then obviously they gave me, during that, leading up to about a month before, when they said, we might be opening in September, I managed to get upper class on the flight back for £300 each. But for £300, so it's £2,200 for premium going and upper class coming back. I thought, I'm happy with that. It was one of those, take a gamble. If it works, it works. And obviously it didn't open up.
A little Tommy Tank going and a nosh coming back.
Yeah. So they gave me, because it got cancelled, they gave me an open ticket. And then the year after, the open ticket still couldn't be used. Then I started looking into the terms and conditions. And the terms and conditions were, I think it was about was it 100? I think it was up to £175 per person for premium price difference that you don't have to pay, and I think it was £350 per person for upper class. So when everything reopened, as soon as the flight was available for then, I think it was 3,000. I think it was 3,020 quid, something like that, for the premium going in upper class coming back. Sent off my open ticket, expecting to pay something.
Yeah.
And then when it says, there you go, seats are booked, your flight's booked, pick your seats.
Oh, so they just kind of took it.
Yeah, literally picked the seats straight away, and I managed to get 1A and 2A.
Excellent.
Basically, thought, yeah, I'm sitting at the front. Yeah, and that's the memorable bit. Food was the service was phenomenal. It was on the new A350 as well.
Okay.
The newer version, which only had 12, I think it had 12 seats and 12 upper class seats, not 30 like the other ones down south. So there's literally 3 hosts for 12 people.
Jesus.
And
Did
it
they
was
roll
just the
you
food
off the
was,
plane, bladdered?
Oh, they stood. They said, "Oh, do you want to go to sleep?" Yeah, no worries. Stood you up, laid your bed down for you, put all your mattress protector on, and then they go, "Okay, just make sure we just buckle you in, so in case we get any turbulence."
Tuck it in. We'll read you a little bedtime story.
Yeah,
like a happy ending, sir.
well, it's one of those. It's like, can I actually ever go and fly regular flight now anymore?
And you went, unfortunately, because of the price. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think I was looking for next year, a rough idea of prices, because obviously the prices this year just had 10% or whatever onto next year. For the same flight, premium and upper class, you're looking at maybe £6,000 for 2 of us. So yeah, we won't be doing that again.
That's a happy ending. Yeah.
That's not a happy ending.
No, excellent. Yeah, definitely. We can. I mean,
And like I said, if people are listening and they're always thinking about going, do your research, have a look, see what's online, see what's on International Drive and what's actually at Universal or at Disney. Because as I speak, whether it's still going to be going when this comes out, Virgin have just released a sale.
Yeah, there is a sale going on. Yeah,
and there is some good deals out there. It depends on what you're after. But compared to what the prices of flights were, I think it was £600 each for flights. I was looking for September this year for the weekend.
Yeah,
and it was coming up at £600 for flights alone. And I'm like,
cheap.
yeah, I'm not paying that.
Well, if everyone listens to the episode that was 15 days ago, you'll know some of the prices.
There you go.
£6,000 holidays, mate. Family of 4.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I was looking for the weekend. It was coming up at £600 each for the flights, and then about £400 for the hotel. I'm like, £1,500 for a weekend's a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
if it's under £1,000, if it was under £1,000 for the weekend, yeah, I could justify that.
You struggle, I think, nowadays. I mean,
you definitely
it was
will.
1,100 quid when I went for my 40th. That was on Expedia, flights, hotel, car. Yeah. I think them days are gone now. Absolutely.
But they have got a deal on at the moment. It's like, say, if you want to stay at Rosen Inn, I think it was the 7th of September to the 11th. I think it was £602 each for 1,204.
Too bad. Yeah.
So that's flying from Manchester with your bags. I do believe flying from Heathrow, it's a little bit cheaper, but there's no bags. So check your terms and conditions.
There you go.
So in the previous episode, that's exactly what I faced. I saw some great prices, and then after you click through, it was like, "Do you want bags?" Of course, I want fucking bags. Yeah.
Want to use the toilet?
Well, but don't give him any ideas, Craig. Come on.
Well, we're flying Aer Lingus this year, standard, because there is nothing else.
I flew with Aer Lingus in February last year.
You got to buy your ale.
Yeah, well, I only had 2 cans, so it only cost me. I think it was like I got 2 cans and Julie got a wine. I think it was like €10.
Oh, it's not too bad. So 2 cans in one hand and wine in the other hand. Okay, €10. Yeah, I'll live with that. Right, well, thanks for joining us, Simon. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Simon.
Very much welcome.
You're going to stay for after the music for a little chat, and you can plug yourself and all that over there. We're going to, as you're the guest, you get, you know the words.
Well, I will. But just before that, if you are listening to this, do us a favour, jump over to our podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
HHE, go ahead. We'll talk about that after the music.
Yeah. So carry on listening. So
links in the description.
Yeah. So with that, cue the music.
Run with us. We are free. When darkness falls, leaving shadows in the night. Don't be afraid. Wipe that fear from your eyes. Desperate love keeps on drowning you out. Don't be afraid. You're not alone. You can run with us. We got everything you need. Run with us. We are free. Come with us. I see passion in your eyes. Run with us. When the cold wind blows, to the cold and to the cold. Don't be ashamed. If you need someone to hold, if you're sinking in quicksand, and it's dragging you down, and you feel it going under, we'll be around. You can run with us. We got everything you need. Run with us. We are free. Oh, I see passion in your eyes. Run with us. When you're behind closed doors, all alone by yourself, and you're longing inside to be somebody else, you pick up the telephone, and there's no one on the line. Don't be afraid, 'cause there's still time. You can run with us. We got everything you need. Run with us. We are free. Oh, I see passion in your eyes. Run with us.
So there you go. Banging little tune, my favourite tune in the world. So
Love that
Simon,
one. Oh, Simon, choose a
animal, vegetable, or mineral?
80s theme tune. Don't say it out loud. Just send us in a message.
Okay.
Thanks.
Any 80s theme tune that you fancy?
All right. Okay.
That's what we've just listened to.
Oh no, it's coming
No,
on
it makes
after.
sense.
Oh,
That's
is it?
Yeah, at the very end. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to do it that
Alright.
way. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
We have.
So that would be
Run
the
With
end.
Us,
So if you want to know
Run
what
With
theme tune, if you want to
Us.
know what theme tune it is, listen to the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Foreshadowing.
how's your podcast empire going now? Because you have built an empire with Phil. I mean, Phil's bringing out podcasts now, sometimes 2 and 3 new podcasts a week.
we've only got the one. We've just got the HHE now. Halloween horror events.
Yeah.
It was rebranded from Epic Haunts because we did get a few messages saying people were confused about what we actually were
Oh.
representing.
An epic
people-
haunt is where you shit and piss yourself
Yeah.
when a ghost
Well,
jumps
people
out
were
on
thinking
you.
we were talking about actual haunts, as in hauntings of.
Oh, that's quite haunting.
Yeah.
There's the gin
That's-
going in.
Just
I
a
think-
small one.
I think he likes that.
It's
Yeah.
quite nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep well tonight. The
Add
wife
some on it.
isn't.
Yeah, so we did it. We took Epic Florida Projects, evolved it into the Epic Haunts, and we've just evolved it into this now.
Yeah.
So it's Phil's
So if
doing
people don't
his-
know, elaborate.
Yeah, well, we talk about Halloween events, not just in the US, which is like Halloween Horror Nights, Hallow Scream, Sir Henry's Trail, and other things in the Florida area. We also talk about the UK events. Because the UK events
Which there are
are
many of.
big. Yeah, there's a lot, and a lot of people don't realise how big
Oh,
Halloween
it's
is over here
branching
now.
out now.
Yeah.
We don't have the 6 to 8 week period, though, do we? We're still a lot more conservative in that respect.
It depends on where. Oh, excuse me. It depends on who
Pardon
you're
me.
actually going to be on with, because I think Alton Towers, theirs runs for a month and a half. Tully's
What?
is running from September.
That's
Now-
weird, it then.
So the up and the smaller ones are mainly only running for the 2-3 weeks. Like
Yeah.
Blackpool's relatively still new with Journey to Hell Freak Nights. That's running from the 13th. But there's so many events now, and there's a lot of effort going into these, especially the small ones, because
Have
there's
you
a big market now for
Have you heard
holidays.
of Oh, go on. Sorry.
No, I was
Go
just
on.
going to say, over here, I mean, Orlando is brilliant. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. It is absolutely phenomenal. However, it doesn't go dark till about 7 or 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah.
37 degrees. And obviously I'm being dramatic, but it's
But
unseasonably.
it's still yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas over here, you can be going to a haunt where it's freezing,
-2. Yeah.
it's dark.
-2, wet, pissing down with rain,
Yeah.
wearing your wellies, and
Yeah,
then you go inside and it's all outdoor.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's proper atmospheric over here.
Yeah, there's a big one near you, Farmageddon in Ormskirk.
Yeah.
That's a big one up over towards Liverpool. But you don't need to do the big ones. There's so many little ones popping up now, and they're good value. You're talking sometimes for an evening out, you may be talking 20 quid, and you're there for a few hours getting scared, and it have a few drinks if you're within distance of taxis and stuff.
Yeah.
So like the one I've been pushing recently more is the Scare City experience. The one at where you walk around Camelot theme park, well, abandoned Camelot theme
I
park.
think we're going to try and make an effort and try and do that one.
Yeah, well, I'm going opening night.
Where's Camelot theme park? Where is
Camelot
it?
theme park is an old defunct Merlin attraction.
Camelot. Camelot as in the
Yeah, medieval
yeah.
Camelot.
I
Yeah,
think
it was,
yeah,
there's
it was a full
multiple.
theme park. It was in Leyland, just outside of Preston and Chorley.
Leyland. Yeah, no.
Leyland.
Leyland.
Yeah. It was
Leyland.
it was my local theme park. I could be there. I used to be able to go there for 30 minutes. I mean, Mum used to take me all the time.
Yeah.
Because you walked in, you had the medieval castle, and then you had
Good little
Puff,
theme park.
Puff
yeah.
the Magic Dragon. It
Ah,
was an
yeah.
actual Puff. Yeah, a big. Well, it was a big pink dragon that talked to you, so it was a bit weird. But they had my first big roller coaster was there, and it was. This is going to confuse a lot of Disney fans. It was called the Tower of Terror.
Copyright infringement.
Well, no, because I think it was there before Tower of
Oh
Terror.
right, okay, that's what I meant. Disney copyright infringement. Yeah.
But if you wanted to, if
Bastards.
you don't know what it's like and you want to try it, go on Scorpion at Busch Gardens in Tampa. That's its sister. It's exactly the same ride. So
That's not bad.
that was my first
yeah.
roller coaster I ever went on. First upside down roller coaster as well.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at our local theme park called Twin Lakes. They have historically done a scare event. It doesn't like they've got one scheduled for this year yet.
There is a few.
It's called Twin Lakes, my local park. Did I just say that?
Yeah,
Did I?
I'll have a look. I'll have a look when all the directory comes out.
Is that like
There's
two
a lot-
lakes next to each other?
There's only one. It's a really weird, stupid name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Should be called Lone
One-
Lakes then.
Lone
Lone
Lake.
Oh, well, Twin
Solo
Pines
lake.
Mall.
Yeah.
One Pine Mall.
Nah, there's a reasoning behind that.
Has Michael J.
Um,
Fox gone and filled in one of the lakes?
Maybe.
Might have run it over and sucks it up in his coat.
Oof.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what our podcast is about. We
So
try and
everybody, go over there after you finish this. After you finish the song that we don't know yet.
Yeah.
yeah.
Get
Also,
right over
we
there.
actually it is a YouTube show as well, so you can watch it on YouTube rather than just listen because there is visuals quite a bit.
There's every chance Phil will have changed the name by
This time tomorrow.
No, I think we're sticking with this one now. It seems to be getting a bit of traction with some people in the community.
No, yeah,
Oh.
I mean, obviously we brought back After Dark. It was called something else. What did we used to call it?
Hell have no fury, and then
Yeah,
we go back to
we've
After
gone back
Dark
to our
Halloween, is it?
original. Yeah.
Halloween
Um,
After Dark or what?
Because we changed, we went back to Diz After Dark and Universal After Dark, and then, well, I just thought it'd be nice if I just brought this back with little Luke there, and then I brought the Christmas one back with Stuart, and then Nick give us a
Heave ho.
podcast network.
Yeah.
So now I've got about 274 podcasts.
Yeah, well, that's what you signed up for.
Yeah. So I'm in long haul now.
Oh, you got
I
plenty of time. You got plenty of time with all the trains being cancelled anyway. So
Well, yeah. You don't call me the pod father for nothing.
Surely you retire soon as well.
Oh, I hope.
are you? So who are you grooming? Are you grooming Luke to take
Yeah.
over? Are you grooming
Yeah.
Paul?
We're P-dabs. I'll take it. Yeah, because Luke's horizontal as we speak.
I'm not. Although these are nice. I must say, I now my second Prosecco and gin. It's nice, yeah.
You say the
P&G,
first one's a dream.
Unfortunately, it's one gift I shouldn't really give to the world because it might kill everyone.
They
Yeah,
are
I mean-
strong. They are strong.
If
I
this
do know my
video
drinks.
ever got out,
You know what I had the other- I was on Bell's whiskey, Jack
Oh.
Daniels,
ooh,
Coke and orange the other night.
in one
Jesus.
glass.
Yeah, actually, you'd be surprised how much it actually does go well.
Oh no, I imagine it's nice. But
Yeah.
how many did you have?
About 2, 3.
About 2, 3. Can't remember after that.
Yeah. I know about 2 weeks ago they have a release for Bells and I've only got about a third left.
Oof, Jesus.
Well, it was a Christmas gift.
No, it's
Wow.
fun.
He-
It's still good.
When it's free, it tastes better when it's free.
Yeah, definitely. Fucking hell, man, bells. Right. On
Oh.
that note,
A light touch.
it's a right touch. It's a left touch as well. Who's gonna say it?
I've already said it, so it's
Q.
the.
No,
Oh,
not both of you.
We nearly got there.
So Q.
The.
music.
Somewhere in the dark and nasty regions where nobody goes stands an ancient castle. Deep within this dank and uninviting place lives Burke.
Hello.
Overworked servant of the thing upstairs.
Feed me.
But that's nothing compared to the horrors that lurk beneath the trapdoor. For there is always something down there, in the dark, waiting to come out.
Don't you